creative autonomy, so that's something that definitely needs to be outwardly explicit. Just like that freedom while like being financially supported is super important for Reynolds, I would say. So I think like laying all of that out would be beneficial.
Do you think like we could structure this project with Jesse like as like a joint production, like joining it, so like the financial risk is kind of like divided between us?
I think that was actually one of our ideas. We wanted to co-release Privileges together so that it would be Camilla and Labrador. But that's only if Statler is cooperative on that. If he's willing to do that, that's something that we're really interested in doing as well. That's actually like our ultimate goal. We want to be able to like release it, and if that means doing it jointly, financially wise, like that is worked out for both of us.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think like we'll almost focus on just like the structure. Like we're open to exploring different ways for the project to happen, but we just need to create a structure that our board and like the financial team like manages this risk correctly, and still be able to like you guys have that like autonomy, creative vision.
Yeah. No, I completely understand that.
So like basically, and then like just so like we get like moving forward, for us like we would need every project to kind of just like, is this going to be strategically like a good fit for our company, and also like is the risk financially worth it as well, just so you guys have that in mind if you were like potentially going to create another project too.
That makes sense. So with that, I understand wanting to, have like projections, financials, just to support like the risk. How flexible are we willing to go with the budget right now?
I wouldn't even say like how flexible. It's just like if we can justify like producing like such a large film to the board and to the investors, like it would make sense. It's just like depending on how we structure it, how we explain it to them, then they can make a decision based on that. Like we're not opposed to it, but also we have to, like we wouldn't ideally want to, but if this is gonna bring us like a large amount of money, we can do it.
I feel like that does make sense. Having to, not even budget wise, but having to like make sure that the risk is worth the outcome. But like at the end of the day, like we still do want to have that freedom in creating projects. I think that the budget right now that we're allowed to spend without like having to go to Statler isn't really going to work for us. So I feel like it doesn't give Reynolds a lot of freedom, and like that was one of her biggest concerns was him managing like her project, with micromanaging everything. So for us, like really at the end of the day, like it makes sense to want to mitigate risk and like bring the projections and like make sure that it's worthwhile for everyone, and that the revenues are projected to exceed what the costs are. But I think like at the end of the day, like she still wants that creative autonomy, which I feel like having to go to someone for every project doesn't really work for her at the end of the day.
Okay. I mean, we kind of do it. Well, obviously, we do it just because we want to make sure that we have like a oversight on everything that's going on. Because I think that if there's like a big gap between like her and us, it could lead to like a big financial crisis, which we don't want also. So we have like we need her to understand that we're doing this like for both of us at the end of the day. And we don't want to take that away. We just want to like kind of limit it to a point that helps like our financials and stuff. And like the agreement like was they'll allow for the creative freedom, but we just want like all of our like large financial decisions to because like it would still affect us and like all the companies that we have. We could.
Yeah,
she doesn't want us to like end it, so it's just.
I feel like there's like so much to talk about, but like also what we're talking about.
Cause like I know the agreement like that we have like it states that Reynolds does have creative autonomy in managing Camilla Pictures, so we are respecting the contract. But at the same time, like the agreement also requires like approval for projects, so we have to go through that, like all the financials and stuff to be able to like let you guys take on this project as well.
That I do understand all of that, like everything that you're saying is making sense. But like for us, I just don't feel like at the end of the day, Reynolds does not feel respected as much as she should. She doesn't feel like Statler sees her as like, I would say like a very important like key factor in all of this. And like she isn't financially dependent on Labrador. She just, I feel like maybe like this co-release could be a good thing because like at the end of the day, like her film library like is worth a lot of money and she doesn't need to be a part of this company if she isn't given that freedom to create what she wants with whatever amount of money that she's given. So like it might not be worthwhile for her at the end of the day, because her film catalog already like supports her enough being 400 million, and if she walks away with that, then she'll be fine on her own. But her goal at the end of the day is to stay. She just needs more flexibility within the budget and more autonomy, like just to make her own decisions, like creatively, because at the end of the day, like she might see something in a film that you guys might not see, but it's worked out for her in the past. And we think that she will continue doing this.
Okay. Like I get that, but like still like under our contract, like for this at least, like you guys have said like not really dependent on us, but like in this project she would be. So it would still involve like our capital, our money, our reputation. So we do want to like follow through with the agreement because that's what we have structured and like understand that it comes between like a balance of that creative freedom and also like our financial like accountability and stuff. So it's kind of like I really understand. But you guys also have to understand we can't give you too much and so without like understanding the risks. What do you think like would help her feel like I guess like more respected in that